So if you didn't know, SteelSeries just released a new line of gaming headphones, and this is the Nova line. So they've got the Nova Pro and the Nova Pro Wireless, and they're kind of like the next iteration of the Arctis Pro and the Arctis Pro Wireless, while still sitting at the same price. Now these headphones have a ton of new features, but one of the most exciting ones to me is the active noise cancellation, which if you look up gaming headphones with active noise cancellation, the list is very small, and the list of ones that I'd actually recommend is even smaller. So let's go ahead and get into everything you need to know about this new line of headphones. So like I was saying, they're $349.99 for the wireless version, and they make those for Xbox, PlayStation, and you can just assume a PC version, and then also the Arctis Nova Pros that are $249.99. Unlike the regular Arctis Pros from the previous generation, these don't have a DAC-less version where you can pay less to not have the DAC. If they even replicate the sound, or the level of sound that you get from the last generation with these new features added on top, it's worth every single dime, especially considering it's the same price as the generation before it. But there's a few things besides ANC, which is one of the most things I'm excited about, that actually make this an even better deal. One of those being you can simultaneously use 2.4 gigahertz wireless and Bluetooth, and that just gives you the option to be able to accept calls and things like that at the same time while you're connected to the game. So you'd be able to see your calls coming in on the DAC, and you'd be able to decline them or answer them from there, so that way you won't miss any phone calls or anything like that while you're gaming. There's a new microphone. I'm kind of excited about that because while everybody says the mic on the Arctis Pros are pretty good, I have a pair of Arctis Pros, the wired version, and it's decent. It's nothing super special, especially compared to all the other ones that the other mics that I've reviewed. What the? Who is this? Oh no, I don't need any help. Thank you. They're making a big emphasis on immersive 360 spatial audio. Now the spatial audio on the Arctis Pros is already it's pretty good. It's definitely some of the best 360 audio in the game, and that's very important if you like to play like FPS games like me. I rely heavily on being able to hear footsteps, reloads, revives, stuff like that. So that's a huge deal. I'm not gonna put everything on it, and I know they're kind of setting this up to work perfect with their new sonar software, which I'm using the beta version of right now, which is pretty good. There's a lot of customization, and I wouldn't recommend it to somebody who doesn't want to go in there and fine tune the sound settings and the mic settings themselves, but it is there if you do want to try it. Now back to active noise cancellation. I am so excited about this, not only because they're adding it and I love active noise cancellation on gaming headphones, it's really because nobody else, especially not a big player in the gaming headphone space, makes a good pair of headphones with active noise cancellation, if they make any at all, that are specifically designed for gaming. This is a really good feature. I did a review on the JBL Quantum 800s, and it was just one of those headphones or headsets that you could use with this feature, and it literally makes a world of difference, being able to cut out most of all of the background noise around you. Now it's still yet to be seen. I've seen a few unboxings, but it's yet to be seen or heard if the ANC is any good. ANC is not always good on every device. I'm hoping a company like SteelSeries could get it right. They have the manpower, they've got the research and development. I'm pretty sure they could get it right. And if anybody could do it the best, I think it would be them. The multi-system connect seems pretty cool. This way you can connect to multiple devices and go between those devices pretty easily. I'm pretty sure there's some type of settings inside of the DAC that would let you be able to change. And the last thing, which is not as important to me as it may be to other people, because I like the original design of the Arctis Pros, this just seems like a more sleek iteration of that. Now, they look pretty good. They do look like they may be a little bit more comfortable based on the way that they did the ear cups this time. But other than that, I mean, the design seems pretty similar. Oh, I did forget to mention one thing that they kept from the previous Arctis Pro generation that is an absolutely amazing feature. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to get the Arctis Pro wireless, but I couldn't fully convince myself to pay the extra money, so I just went with the Pros. And that is the hot swappable battery. So if you look, I want to see if they have it in a picture here. Okay, they don't have it in a picture, which is strange because it seems like something they should be advocating for. But anyway, these have a removable battery. You take off one of the side pieces and then there's a battery under there. But when you buy the headphones, they come with two batteries. And then in the side of this DAC, there is a slot where you can just put a battery in there and it'll charge that battery. So The idea behind that being that you can just swap batteries indefinitely. You never have to worry about charging your headphones. Like, you don't ever have to plug a cable into them. And it's crazy because on these headphones, by the way, they have been upgraded to USB Type C, which is also another awesome thing because I absolutely hate using micro USB when pretty much everything else on my desk is USB Type C. But the weird thing about these is if you pull one of these pieces off, kind of like you do with the old ones, you pull this little plastic piece off and the charging port is actually underneath that. Like, you would plug in the headset like perpendicular to the way that not like you wouldn't go straight up and down like the headset is like oriented. You would kind of go just like in the side of this headset, which again really isn't a problem because you don't have to charge these in the headset. You never have to plug these headphones in. You just swap batteries in and out of this. And by the time one dies, the other one's fully charged. So you never have to worry about charging it up. That's pretty much all I've got to say about these headphones. If you guys have any questions, make sure you comment those down below. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy.